The salary and wage increase for civil servants, pensioners, and step workers announced by Federal Minister of Finance, Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris, has become a challenging issue for Nevis. According to Nevis's Premier Mark Brantley, matters such as salary increases in the public service are usually discussed between the federal government and the Nevis Island administration. He said while the matter of a salary increase was discussed in Cabinet, the discussion on the amount was not discussed with the NIA. He pointed to political overtones on the approach taken by Dr. Harris.
The announcement made by Dr. Harris as to the percentage and the retroactive payment was done without any discussion with the Nevis Island administration or with my office as Premier and Minister of Finance for the island of Nevis. It is regrettable that Dr. Harris has taken this approach, as it departs from the practice since independence that such decisions would always be coordinated so as not to disadvantage any public servants or pensioners on St. Kitts or on Nevis. But we understand that this was a decision concerned with political gimmickry rather than a genuine desire to assist our public servants, pensioners, and step workers. Having lost the support of the elected majority in the National Parliament, but refusing to relinquish the office of the Prime Minister, Dr. Harris is now engaged in seeking to buy the favor of the electorate through elaborate spending of the Treasury with no regard for fiscal sobriety. Even more cynically, Dr. Harris is well aware that he has absolutely refused to send to Nevis its equitable share of national revenues from our Citizenship by Investment program. Our analysis shows that since 2008, the island of Nevis, with 25% of the population of the Federation, has received only 7% of CBI receipts. During that period, more than $5 billion has been kept in Bastille for the exclusive use of the federal government, whilst less than 400 million EC dollars has come to Nevis.
As a consequence, Brantley said, the NIA will have to borrow money to pay salary increases, while indicating that Nevis will be forced to take a different path.
Dr. Harris therefore knows that the NIA will have to borrow money to pay salary increases, whilst he uses Nevisian's money that he has vindictively withheld to fund increases to public servants, pensioners, and step workers on St. Kitts. In a very real sense, Dr. Harris is seeking to leave the people of Nevis without an umbrella, while he has a large tent of savings from our CBI money in St. Kitts. This level of cynicism should be roundly condemned by all Nevisians and by all of our brothers and sisters in St. Kitts as well. But it is not the purpose of this speech to point out the obvious. I am confident that the people of our beloved nation will shortly show their displeasure in the political gimmickry being undertaken by Dr. Harris and his cabal, and will discard them to the scrap heap of our political history. Notwithstanding that the island of Nevis and its finances have been severely negatively impacted by the economic carnage caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, and that the island even now is still in recovery mode, I have met with the members of Cabinet of the Nevis Island Administration, and we have taken technical advice as to what lies within the fiscal capacity of the NIA to assist our hard-working public servants and our pensioners. To this end, and for the first time in our nation's history, I am to advise that we cannot, on Nevis, follow down a fiscally reckless path which is designed only for short-term political gain without regard for the long-term fiscal stability of our island.
Civil servants, pensioners, and step workers on Nevis will receive a 5% retroactive increase in salaries and wages as of the next pay date in May 2022. An additional 5% will be added in January 2023, with a further 5% added in January 2024 for an overall increase of 15%. Then Bart reporting for SK Newsline.